Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit different. I thought I would do a week of meals. I do a meal planner each week because I stick up on our utility wall showing what we're having for dinner each day. And I've got quite a nice one that I got on Amazon, and it's really good because I'll always remember what I'm cooking the next day if I need to get anything out of the freezer. And my husband can always see what we're having. I do all the cooking. He definitely isn't a cook, so he can then see what's planned for the week. And it also reminds me if I need to defrost stuff. And if Layla Rose, my 2-year-old, is having something different from us, that I might need to take something out of the freezer for her, or just to remember what I'd planned to give her instead. I don't cook every single day. We generally eat, I always cook Monday to Friday unless there's a night where we have something going on, which is very unusual. The weekends, it just depends. Usually I will cook one of the days, but if we're really busy then I don't bother. Sunday's generally the day that we don't have a planned meal, because it's also nice to have one day a week where you don't have anything planned and then you can just decide what you want to do on the day. But especially in the summer when there's barbecues and things going on all the time, I don't bother usually with a set weekend plan. This week I am cooking on Saturday, so I've got 6 meals Monday to Saturday to share with you. So what I will do is I will pop a clip in of each meal when I've cooked it, and also try and put in the recipe for you as well. I have a 2-year-old daughter, so this is a meal plan for 3 people, but I always cook enough for leftovers, so it's more like 4 to 5 in terms of the quantities that I use. I'll always freeze some because then I can use it for Layla Rose for leftovers. If we're going to have something later in the week which isn't really suitable for her, like a stir fry or something that she wouldn't eat, I can give her something that I've made earlier in the week. I also tend to keep leftovers for a couple of weeks because they're always useful just to reuse. So I always make quite a lot more than what we actually need just for one meal. We do have quite a fussy eater. She's a bit better now, but she used to be super fussy. So this might be quite useful if anyone has got fussy children. I try to stick to meals I know she will eat, although I am trying to introduce new things for her as well. We try to eat quite healthily, so most of the meals are quite healthy. I'll try and incorporate veg wherever I can. We use fish quite a lot, and I tend to use turkey instead of beef for mince and things like that, just to try and make it. Sorry, I can see my necklace is like glaring in the camera. I try to make it as healthy as I can, so we do use things like turkey in replacement of beef mince and stuff sometimes. And I try and, as I say, put veg in as much as possible, but I don't always do a full-on cooked thing. Sometimes it's just something easy that I can make. So I think this week there's a bit of a mixture. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will see you again in my next video. Thank you. So this is the meal planner for this week. I tend to cook Monday to Saturday, sometimes not even Saturday, but I am this week. I don't really bother cooking on a Sunday because we're either doing stuff or like we've been busy and we just kind of chill and have like bits or leftovers. So this is what I'm cooking for this week, starting from today. So what I'll do is I'm just going to do, basically I'll film like what I've cooked at the end of each day and then just put it all into the video, and I can put recipes and stuff as well. So I just thought it was something different to do for this week. So excuse the dog leads in the way here. So yes, this is what we've got for the week coming up, and some of it's like really quick and easy stuff, and some of it's like more proper, meals, proper recipes. So today I'm doing a sweet potato mac and cheese, so I will show you what that looks like when it's done. Here's my sweet potato mac and cheese just going in the oven. I'm going to pop it in the oven just really until it's quite crispy, the cheese on top, because everything's only pre-cooked, so it needs about 10-15 minutes in the oven on 180. So tonight we've got potatoes with salmon and green beans here, which I just do in the mic because it's just easier. And the salmon I just bake in the oven for about 12 to 14 minutes, depending on how hot the oven is, because I've already got potatoes in there. And I just wrap it up in a parcel of tin foil, and I just pop 2 lemons underneath first, then olive oil, dill and garlic, and then I wrap it up and just bake it like that. So here's our salmon tea for tonight. Potatoes are basically just roasted and chopped into chunks with some rosemary and avocado oil, and green beans, which I just do in the mic, and then drizzle some lemon on. And then here's salmon breast, which has been baked, and Layla Rose just has hers kind of a bit mashed. She doesn't really eat the beans, but she'll eat a few. So that's tonight's dinner. So tonight we're having a chicken and pearl barley stew in the slow cooker, even though it's about 30 degrees out there today. This is all the veg I've chopped, carrots, onions and mushrooms, chicken thighs and stock up in there already, and then I just need to add tomatoes and the pearl barley and some creme fraiche and seasoning. So this will go on for about 7 hours. Here's today's dinner ready. This is the chicken and pearl barley stew. It's been in for about 7 hours on a medium heat, and then I turned it down to low about 2 hours ago. And everything except for the pearl barley and creme fraiche went in at the beginning, and I added those in about 2 hours later because I find pearl barley does cook quite quickly compared to other things. So that's all ready to go, and I'm just going to serve it with some chunks of fresh French bread and some sour cream on the side. Turkey curry on the hottest day of the year because I'm insane, so I'm just getting this ready at the moment. Here's our turkey curry. I'm just serving it with mango chutney and garlic naan breads, mini garlic naan breads. So tonight's meal has not actually gone to plan. We were supposed to be having tortelloni, which is like the stuffed pasta with chicken, and it was a chicken and bacon one. And I opened the packet, realised it was out of date by more than a few days, and it did have a bit of a smell, and I hadn't even realised, so I had to chuck that. So I've basically just rustled up whatever I could find in the cupboard. We were going to have that with garlic bread and broccoli, so we're still having garlic bread and broccoli. I've just stuck on some penne, and then literally a tin of tuna, some tin tomatoes, some onions and loads of different seasoning, and we're just going to have that with some grated cheese. So yeah, that's going to be our dinner tonight instead, because it's like Friday and it's basically the end of the week in terms of the food shop. There's literally nothing in the cupboards because we get our delivery on a Saturday, so it's like the worst day to suddenly realise that you need to come up with a last minute meal. So yeah.